Lately, Toyota has really felt like a movie studio in that everything that they make feels kind of like a sequel. Their last few new vehicles have really revived old nameplates like the Crown and the Supra. And for their latest new vehicle, the same thing is also true, as they've revived the Land Cruiser, which was discontinued in 2021. Now the Land Cruiser is back, but it's very different than before. It used to be sort of this ultra luxury, very capable off-roader with a sky-high price tag. But this new 2024 version is smaller, and instead of a V8 under the hood, it's got exclusively a hybrid powertrain and that price tag. Instead of being sky high, it's now in the mid 50,000s, which should make the new Land Cruiser way more accessible. The styling has changed dramatically. Things have gotten a lot more angular, sort of like they have with the Lexus GX as well. Up front here we have a new grille, and it's got that old school Toyota badge, which I like. And we also get these rectangular LED headlights and these rigid fog lights, which you can actually change the color on. Now this is the Land Cruiser. This is the middle of the 3 trim levels that will be offered. There's also the Land Cruiser 1958 and the Land Cruiser First Edition, which will be limited to 5,000 units in North America. This is the Land Cruiser 1958. The 1958 refers to the year that the Land Cruiser was first sold in the US, and you might think that its name makes this sort of like a cool heritage retro trim, but it's not. It's basically the base trim, and the only difference that you're really gonna get are these round headlights, which are okay, and also this part here is gonna be blacked out instead of body colored. And you also get these 18-inch wheels, which actually kind of don't really match the rest of it. If you ask me, I actually prefer the looks of the standard Land Cruiser quite a bit more.
The first edition, as its name might suggest, will be released first. It combines the round headlights from the 1958 with the look of the Land Cruiser, giving it the best of both worlds. It also adds rock rails, a front skid plate, and mud flaps.
As it's sort of becoming en vogue again with SUV styling, the Land Cruiser is very rugged looking with very upright sides, a lot of kind of flat angles. Other things we like about this vehicle, this two-tone paint job, really cool. This is not a white roof, this is actually kind of a gray, and it works really well with this very bright blue paint. We also like these kind of big, beefy, chunky side mirrors here. Really look well, sort of really speak to the sort of truck-like aesthetic that the Land Cruiser is going for. Around the back here, a few more details that we like. The back is actually very vertical, which sort of matches the rest of the aesthetic of the vehicle. This rear glass here can be opened at the touch of a button, so you have easy access to the cargo area. I also really enjoy that this badge here is blacked out and not something chrome. If it was chrome, that would be sort of like old Land Cruiser. This new one, more rugged, again, more accessible with its price. The old school Toyota badge here, once again on the back, in black as well. If there's one thing about the back I really don't like, it's this badge right here, and that is the name of the powertrain, but it doesn't really match the rest of the car because look, all these other accents are in black, and if I were buying one of these, I would chop that off. Also 18-inch wheels here on the Land Cruiser. 20-inch wheels are optional, but these 18s we actually think belong on that Land Cruiser 1958 because they look a lot more retro than those. Under the hood, another big change, no more V8. We have here what Toyota calls the iForce Max hybrid powertrain. It's the same one that is going into the new Tacoma as well. That powertrain joins this, a turbocharged 2.4 liter 4-cylinder with an electric motor to produce 326 horsepower and 465 total pounds-feet of torque. Just like Tacoma, a full-time 4-wheel drive system, so no 2-wheel drive, it's just gonna drive all 4 wheels all the time. There's still a transfer case, so you're gonna get high and low, and it also is going to have a locking center diff, locking rear diff, and on this model, a disconnecting front stabilizer bar to give it a bit more capability off-road. Land Cruiser is a little bit shorter now, but the approach, breakover, and departure angles, those haven't really changed over the last vehicle. Of course, to test out the off-road capability of this vehicle, we're gonna have to get one on our hands and take it off-road, so I can't really speak to if it's any more or less capable than before, but getting a hybrid powertrain out on the trail, something that makes us very excited. Given that the Land Cruiser shares a TNGA F platform with the recently introduced Lexus GX, there's a lot of similarities between those two vehicles on the interior, but one way in which they differ is that the Land Cruiser is now a 2-row. No more 3rd row at all, not even optional, which means that all Land Cruisers are going to seat 5 going forward.
Toyota didn't provide any cargo specs, so the overall amount of room is likely to go down because the new Land Cruiser is just over 4 inches narrower than the last one. But without a 3rd row to worry about folding, you get this large cargo area behind the 2nd row, and the 2nd row can also fold down and then roll forward to open up even more room.
So things in the interior, not quite as luxurious as the lower price tag might suggest. Again, we're in the mid-grade, this is the Land Cruiser, but this one has been upgraded with the premium package. So that means that you get leather seats, heated and ventilated front seats, a head-up display, among several other features that you get in that package. One interesting thing, that volume knob for the multimedia system is right here. It's really close. On the Prius, Toyota moved it super far away, so I guess they realized that was a mistake. Now this volume knob in your face, super close, can't miss it. I do like that in the center sort of console here, you have very easy access to all the different options. So drive modes, changing out the lockers, using 4 high or 4 low, all those buttons are really close right here, easy to grab. You get 3 USB-C charging ports and a wireless charging pad up front here. The 1958 comes with a standard 8-inch touchscreen, but here in the Land Cruiser and in the first edition, you get the upgrade to the 12.3-inch touchscreen. This one is much larger. The 8-inch one feels kind of old. This one much better. Both are going to come with wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well. So once again, this 8th generation Land Cruiser in the United States will be known internally as the J250, and we'll find out more details on it like pricing and fuel economy closer to its on sale date in spring of next year. Now for the latest updates on not only the Land Cruiser but any other Toyota product, head over to Edmunds.com. Thanks for watching.